Carson and Melinda and I went fishing today, and we caught some beautiful crappies on Lake Monticello. Hey, can't beat it. And I'm going to try to clean some of them now. Home video, caught 54, and now we're going to do a catch and clean. Some of them babies is whoppers. Them are some beautiful fish. Some of them are slab. They nice. Huh? It's nice. Look at here. They thick. You see how thick they are? They're really thick crappies. That's probably about 1.5 pounds because he's so thick. All right. We're going to try to clean some of them. We're going to put them in a pan here. Slide them in a pan. What a catch we had today on this lake. They're not as, all of them's not as big as Lake Murray's, but they all good eating size. We're gonna have a fish fry tonight. A couple of us, and now I'm gonna show you the two methods I like to clean, or when I'm cleaning fish. What I like to do, I like to fillet some of them, and I like the smaller ones whole. And I'm going to show you, look at that pan of fish. Look at that pan of fish. Anyhow, I'm going to show you how to do that. I use little gloves. I get these from Tractor Supply. They're really inexpensive. And folks, we're loving life is what we're doing. We're trying to love some life. Now we're going to eat some nice eating fish today. I'm going to do some of them in a mustard, some of them in cornmeal. All right. We got this little, I bought this from Sportsman Warehouse. Put down on this stainless table. I use a 7-inch Dexter knife, and this little scaler here you can get from Walmart for about $1. Fish scaler. That's what I use. And I bought a plastic bucket from Northern Tube. I like to use my plastic bucket for the intestines. And when I got a small crappie like this, here's what I like to do. I like to scale him down. Just like that. I reckon you can see him. I'm gonna put this over to the side. Scale him down. Then I like to take my knife and go around each side of the fin, like that right there. And then what I'll do is I'll pull it out. And that opens the back up for it to fry down in, and that's what I like when it's a whole fish. Now I'll take the bottom fin, I'll cut the same way on each side of the fin, and then what I'll do is I'll just kind of cut it up. That way I can cut that fin off. And then I go behind the head, and this part right here is nothing there. There's no meat there, so I'm not wasting anything. And then what I like to do is just rip him open, take the intestines out. And I like to put a notch on each side of him. I'm gonna rinse him off, and I'm gonna show you what we got. We got a crappie that's gutted, head off, notches for it to fry in, the back fins out, it fries in real good, bottom fins out, fries in real good. Then I put cornmeal. I like cornmeal or a mixture of cornmeal, Zatarans or house archery, and I salt, pepper them, and fry them. That's all I do on a small fish like that. Now, if I can get down in here and find a fillet one, a bigger one, which I put all them at the bottom, I think. But we'll take this one right here, probably about a pound crappie. And now if I'm gonna fillet him, I don't scale him. I just go in beside the head, get down to the backbone, turn the blade, and go out against the backbone, like that. Do the same thing on the other side. A lot of times it wants to, a crappie's kind of hard, it's kind of soft. You got to just work it down the backbone. And you come out with a fillet piece. Now, at this point, I'll go down, I'll take on the crappie because they got a lot of meat on the back side. Over here, I don't want to miss. So that's why I cut off the skin before I start trimming it out. I just let the scale stay on the skin, and that way we end up trimming it right off and we got nothing but the skins, see? Then I can take that part that I like, cut the rib cage out on each side, trim it out, the bone out, and we come up with a piece of, it's like a V piece of meat. That, my friend, is some good eating. You slice that around in mustard and you've got something to eat right there. We got a little skin that stayed on this one. We'll pull it right on off. But that's some good eating right there, folks. All right, we're gonna do another one. Well, I got to do the other side. And if for you people that don't like the waste, you can take that backbone right here and fry it, and that's some really good eating also. Really good eating. I'd rather have them than anything. Okay? Alright. Now, I'm going to do the other side. Trim it off. I go from the tail back toward the head, and all you got is the skin. And then I trim out the rib cage like I did on the other one. That's what I like to do. And then you got a fine piece of meat. See there? Fine piece of meat. We got a storm coming, so I'm gonna have to hurry. But I wanted to show you how I clean them fish. Hey, the old fisherman way, loving life. God bless you. We're gonna go in the house later on and fry them. Hey, we had a great time on catching these fish today. I took Carson and his mama. And Melinda had never fished for crappies with a jig before. She finally caught on and started catching them. But thanks for joining me. God bless you. Hey, let's go in and see what we can do for us frying. All right, folks, the old fisherman's washing up some fillets. Look at them fillets. Pretty, ain't they? Hey, we're cleaning these fillets, the crappie fillets. You can tell they're crappie because they got that V cut out. They got a little bit on the back side and then the front side. Perch won't have that. This is a little striper fillet here. The Carson they call it. And see the red meat? That's why I normally cut that out, but I didn't. But that's a striper fillet. But these crappie fillets are snow white meat. Mighty fine eating. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wash these babies up, and Carson's mama's coming over to eat. And we're gonna have a little fish fry here today. We caught these fish today on Lake Monticello. And hey, we just had a wonderful time. But we got crappie fillets for dinner. Some of them are pretty good size. See there? Some of them really nice. But I'm washing them up real good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, on the fillets, we're going to slosh them around in some French's mustard. And I'll show you that in a minute. And hey, we're going to make them babies good. I didn't know how many people was coming. We was going to invite some other people. They can't make it. So I got too many fish for 3 people, that's for sure. But what we're going to do is I'm going to fry the fillets, and also to show you I got a couple whole crappies. Whole crappies, and I got them notched on each side, the backbone, the fin out the back, fin out the bottom. I leave the tails on it because I like to crunch the tails. We're going to salt and pepper them and put cornmeal on them. But the fillets we're going to use with mustard. And I like to fry the backbones too. Every so often I'll eat me a backbone. You got a lot of meat on this backbone. I don't like to waste. And that's what we're going to do today. But anyhow, we'll get right back with you and show you some of the preparing of with the mustard. All right, folks. Here's the ingredients we like to use when we cooking fish. I like to use corn oil, house archery, and also we got French's mustard in there, and I do use cornmeal also for the whole fish, and we'll go over some of that. But I use French's mustard, put it in a pan, and I slosh the fish around, the fillets in there. We use corn oil, and in this case it's Mazola, and house archery, seafood batter. All that stuff can easily be bought at your local grocery store. We're gonna mix up this mustard-based fish, and we're just gonna put them down and flour them up and house archery them up real good. And hey, it comes out looking like this right here. Get it all covered up good, like that. Just a beautiful piece of fish. Got a mustard coating on it. Just coat them up real good. The grease ought to be getting about right. We got one piece of striper in here. And the rest is crappie. We got a whole fish right here ready to go in. Grease is hot. We're gonna put them in here with the cornmeal. About 3 at a time is all we can use, so we're gonna have to fry a couple different times. You'll see them frying in there. Then we got our mixture of flour, house archery, with the mustard base, coated, ready to go. Give us a few minutes, we'll be putting them in. As the fish are cooking, we'll flip them over because they're not submerged in grease. So we got to flip them, and I'll flip them several times. The grease was a little bit too hot when I started, but when they get golden brown, we'll take them out and they'll be ready to eat for the whole fish. This is a simple way to do it with just 1 to 3 people. That way you ain't got to get out a lot of pots and pans and go outside and cook. So we're doing a simple way. Folks, I got an apron Miss Deborah had made on. I decided to put it on, do my cooking. She made all kind of pretty little things. I surely miss Miss Deborah. Hey, she was the love of my life, that's for sure. But hey, fixing to put take the fish out. So we got the whole fish. See them in there frying? Them babies is about done. We fixing to pull them out of here and gnaw on them. And what we'll do is put the fillets in there now at this point. Let them fry a little bit on that side. I turn them a couple times. It's best to have them all covered with grease, but when you're doing the frying pan, it's hard to do. So this is kind of a inside easy cook job. When you're by yourself, I only got a couple people. But them babies is looking right now. Y'all can see it. Whole crappie, the way I like to eat them. We're gonna put them in here and let it drain with a little napkin in a pan. We're gonna let them go like that, and now I'm gonna bring over the fillets. And bear with me. We got to get the fillets, the mustard fillets. We got the grease hot, plenty hot enough, and we're gonna put these mustard fillets in this pan right here. There's a big old crappie right there. And see, the small amount of grease works really well for the fillets. If I wouldn't have been doing them whole fish, it would have been better. We're gonna put us a mess of them in here and let them fry. See what they look like. Babies look good, don't they? And we still got 3 whole fish to do over here. That's all the fillets right there. All right, folks, let's see how they're cooking. I just turned them. Hey, they're doing really well. Them babies over there is getting ready to get eaten. So we got 3 more whole ones and these fillets, and that's done. All right, folks. All right, here's what we got. Here's the finished product. You got whole fish, and you got the fillets and the mustard. And I'm telling y'all, look at this piece of fillet, how it breaks in two. Oh my goodness. Can't tell you how good that is. Hey, try it the Old Fisherman way. I believe you'll like it. God bless you, and I appreciate y'all watching.